New evidence is surfaced in the death of Shanquella Robinson, the 25-year-old severely beaten apparently by a friend while on a group trip in Mexico. Her mother is now calling on President Joe Biden to bring her killer to justice, a letter signed by civil rights attorneys. Ben Crumps and Sandy Robertson identified the woman who killed Shanquella Robinson as 26-year-old Dajnai Jackson attached in the letter of statement from resort. Personnel at Cabo Villas provided to Mexican prosecutors now, according to one statement, a customer service assistant at the resort recognized Jackson in a viral video showing Robinson assault in a hotel room that the assistant apparently worked closely the Jackson during the group's entire stay, as Jackson appeared to have booked and organized the trip after Robinson died. The assistant described most of the group as relaxed and calm. The assistant claims that Jackson also gave a quote, very indifferent, very cold hug after leaving the area. Assistant said that they heard later it's kind of chilling stuff to hear, but what's also important from the tear statements is an established timeline of events. And here what we put together. So statement from a administrator said the group booked the villa from October 28 to the 31st. According to the customer service assistant, the group had dinner on the night that they arrived. The assistant said that at the dinner Robinson appeared isolated and out of place. The administrator said that a fight took place between 7 and 8:30 a.m. the next day on October 29th. They figured out the time of the viral video due to the location of the sun rays on a headboard. Then around 1:50 p.m. the same day, Jackson apparently messaged the assistant asking for the nearest medical service. Now remember, Robinson would be declared dead roughly 4 hours later that same night between 9 and 9:30. Jackson asked the assistant for a ride to restaurant. The group told the driver to drop them off at a hotel near the airport. Please like and subscribe our channel and comment your opinion on the video. They never returned to the villa. Robinson family believes that Jackson is most likely in the United States, and they are calling on the White House to either prosecute her here or extradite her back to Mexico. So Terry, the family's letter states the federal murder charge could be brought in this case. What's the rationale for that? You can sue in federal court for criminal if in fact there is a criminal law under federal law, or if there is a constitutional issue. And here what the attorneys are trying to say is this was international, so that gets you in the federal court. And also they are trying to say that there was international commerce in the fact that the phone went from one place to other place, and their evidence they are trying to get the case back to the United States. They are trying to get the case in federal court if at all possible, and under the US code murder is a definitely a statute where you can bring charge against someone if it has those other elements involved. And if in fact they decide to extradite everyone and have the case here, the cloud very well go to federal court and be charged with murder. Brian Mexican prosecutors, they released these statements including the suspect name of timeline of the case. So what is the next step in this process? Jesse, basically the ball is in the Mexican authority is court, so speak, because what I am listening to and what I am hearing is what is called probable cause. It seems like they have connected all of the dots for the US to say they, hey, hi, we are going to go forward, not so either we are going to hear nothing from Joe Biden and from other federal authorities. or we are going to hear that federal warrant for this person arrest is going to be issued, and then we start to have a discussion as the whether or not they will be prosecuted in the US or extradited into Mexico. But the next possible step is there going to be warrant, and right now I don't see why they would not be, whether or not they are going to prosecute abroad or here. But we need to figure out whatever or not there is going to be warrant on other, whether or not this case is going to move forward, because it seems like there are probable case enough to go forward here. I agree, and some really chilling details I mentioned. And welcome back to long family everybody. We want to talk about you right now about an interesting case that we are following as the drama really starts to ramp up in Washington courtroom. Zachary Anderson is accused of stalking his ex-girlfriend, new boyfriend, and then eventually killing him. Prosecutors say Anderson murdered Rosalie's criticized GR in May of 2020. In the fact body has never been found, Anderson reportedly used dagger and listening device to spy on Gutierrez as well as his egg. Sedibicham investigator found large amounts of blood in Gutierrez's apartment when he was reported missing, and some blood was also found in Anderson's car along with the burn pits that were found on two properties connected to Anderson. The defendant reportedly robbed the 14-year-old daughter that they shares with Bicham into helping him spy on the new couple. She testified on the stand in his murder trial without being identified or filmed, and parts of her testimony were quite fiery. My dad said to it me, he said, I may just watch him or follow him to his house one time just for the fun of it. Those were his exact words to me. During this time, you are still in the vehicle. Yes, it's dark outside, but light enough where you can still see. You said it was the middle of the night. It is that does not mean I have 20/20 vision, so I can see. Oh, okay. When Dad left the car, I was looking to see where he was going, what he was doing. So you are facing the house. That what will the house are you are facing? Have you seen in a picture of the house? Yeah, okay, so I am on the bar side. I am near the back of the house. I am on, if you are looking at it from the field. I don't think you are listening. Birani train, I got some questions for you. First of all, Thai things came to a screeching halt when were these concerned about sign language in the courtroom. I want you to take a look at this clip because you can see Zachary Anderson signing. They are possibly demonstrating to his lawyer what different signs mean during his daughter testimony. Prosecutor say that the Anderson actually signaled to her stop talking or close her mouth. Meantime, the defense claimed that her mother Sadie Bicham, who has also in the gallery, may have been doing some sign language herself to tell her daughter what to say. Terry, what is going on her? Obviously, you can't give people any kinds of signals while they are testifying. Well, that's rule number one. You are not supposed to be signaling. That means anyone in the audience, that means the defendant, that means the parties. You cannot signal to witness on the stand. That testimony has to be her own testimony and she can't coach. And like you said, there are accusations, and the accusations came from inside and outside the courtroom. That when the defendant told his daughter to close her mouth, and two, also that city was suddenly calmed down when the daughter was very agitated. So I think the right thing to do was the fact, the judge let them work it out, both parties decided, look, let's not make big deal out of this. They were going to have a mini hearing, and they did not put Seti up on the stand up at the end of the day. They decided to just, listen to what was going as far as the data was concerned. So I definitely think that it was a big issue in this case. I hope guys you are like our video. Please like and subscribe our channel.